Hello, I'm Ramandeep Kaur, a GP, and welcome to 5 things you need to know about managing your diabetes. Diabetes can feel hard to deal with, tough to talk about, and it's not always easy to get the help you need. Many in the Indian community feel life becomes even harder when the information doesn't always seem to be culturally appropriate. So, in this video, we're going to look at the day-to-day reality of living with diabetes as an Indian person in the UK and outline the 5 simple things you can do to help manage your condition. So, let's start at the beginning. What type of diabetes do you live with? Because many people don't know. Some believe there's a diabetes with tablets and a diabetes with injections. Others believe that one can lead to the other. But neither of these is right. So what's the truth? There are many forms of diabetes, but the 2 most common types are type 1 and type 2. Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disease. No one is completely sure how it develops, but it's got nothing to do with your diet or lifestyle. Type 2 diabetes is far more common and can develop for a number of reasons, from your age, weight and lifestyle to your family history and your ethnicity. Again, no one is entirely sure why yet, but people who belong to the South Asian community have a higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes from the age of 25, and that risk only grows when we hit 40 and beyond. It isn't fair, but it's true. So what are the differences between type 1 and type 2? Well, type 1 diabetes means your blood sugar is too high because your body can't make insulin, whereas type 2 diabetes means your blood sugar is too high because your body either isn't making enough insulin or it doesn't work properly. And insulin allows our bodies to turn glucose, or blood sugar, from our food and drink into energy. So without it, there's a big problem because high blood sugar can seriously damage many parts of your body, including your eyes, heart and feet. So both type 1 and type 2 diabetes are serious conditions that need to be managed well. If you have type 1, you will always need to take insulin to treat your diabetes, and you may have had an episode of ketosis, which is also known as DKA. If you were diagnosed as a child, it's also more likely you have type 1, although type 1 can occur at any age. Type 2 is far more common than type 1 and can be slower to develop. You might even have been diagnosed without any symptoms. Type 2 can be treated with changes to your lifestyle and tablets such as metformin, but it can also be treated with insulin. If you're unsure about your type or you're concerned that you may have been misdiagnosed, speak to your healthcare team. An important part of managing your diabetes, whether it's type 1 or type 2, is to be aware of your blood sugar levels. And there are 2 main ways to measure them. The HbA1c, which is an average over the past 2 to 3 months, and testing yourself either via a finger prick test or using a flashed glucose monitor or CGM. A HbA1c is a blood test taken by one of your healthcare team. An ideal reading is 48 millimoles per mole, or 6.5% or below. However, you may receive an individual target based on your medical history and age. It's vital you receive this at least once a year, but if your HbA1c is too high, it will be done every 3 to 6 months instead. Make sure you talk to your healthcare team to understand what your reading means and get advice on what you can do to keep your individual target between one reading and the next. If you've been asked to test yourself, there are a number of ways you can do it. But in general, you're looking to be below 7 millimoles per litre before a meal and below 8.5 millimoles per litre after. Anything above this is called a hyper. If you're living with type 1 diabetes or taking certain medication, then you also need to be aware of hypos, which is when your blood sugar is too low. Hypos can happen when the balance between the food you eat, your physical activity, and the medication you're taking isn't quite right and tends to show by your levels dropping below 4 millimoles per litre. Hypos can happen quickly, so it's important you're aware of the symptoms, ranging from feeling weak, dizzy or sick to experiencing blurred vision, headaches or heavy sweats. It's important you treat a hypo immediately with 15 to 20 grams of fast-acting carbs, like 5 jelly babies, 2 tubes of a glucose gel, or a small carton of fruit juice. It's also key that you inform family and friends of what a hypo is, how they can help spot it, and what to do if it happens. Because the better you can manage your blood sugar levels, the more you can reduce your risk of diabetes complications. These can range from heart disease, strokes, and even certain types of cancer, to eye and foot problems that, if left untreated, can lead to sight loss and amputation. There are incredible resources, treatments, and experts available that can help you if things reach this stage, but it's important to take these risks seriously and follow expert advice on how to reduce the chances of experiencing these complications in the future. We all know how tempting another portion of puri can be, and how wary some people can be about changing traditional recipes like cooking without butter or ghee. Reducing your daily intake of chapati and rice could also help. These are the sort of small changes that can make a really big difference. However, much of the motivation to turn these choices into healthy habits starts with understanding your diabetes better, and by listening to people who can help by making sure you attend all your appointments. When you have diabetes, you're entitled to certain checks, tests, and services to help you get the care you need. These will be carried out by your healthcare team and help prevent all those complications and much more besides. They'll range from monitoring your blood sugar, blood pressure, and HbA1c to checking everything from your weight, feet, eyesight, medication, and emotional well-being. This is often called your annual review, and they're specifically designed to help make your life easier and help minimise the impact diabetes has on your life. I know it's difficult, from understanding the medical jargon to the lifestyle changes that are often easier said than done, but accepting the help available is the first step to a healthy, happy future. Which brings us to the final thing you need to know about diabetes. You're not alone. Diabetes UK is here to help. It isn't just me. The NHS, Diabetes UK, and local outreach programmes right on your doorstep all understand the unique struggles of our community and are here waiting to help. Diabetes UK is the leading charity for people living with diabetes, helping people like you for almost 90 years. You can access the latest research and expert advice on their website, call their dedicated helpline, or join any number of online and face-to-face communities to share knowledge and experiences with people just like you. A great place to start is Learning Zone, a simple, free online resource packed full of quizzes, videos, and interactive tools designed to help you know more and worry less. There's even a whole course called Food Hacks Global, exploring the healthy, simple swaps and tweaks you can make to classic Indian dishes. So, the help is here. All we ask is that you accept it. Those were the 5 things you need to know about managing your diabetes. Number 1, know what type of diabetes you live with. 2, be aware of your blood sugar levels. 3, understand diabetes complications. 4, attend all your appointments. And 5, Diabetes UK is here to help.